Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, and good afternoon to Ma'am Leni Tiwianti as our lecturer, and also good afternoon to all of our beloved friends. Thank you for the opportunity that has given to us. Let me introduce myself and the group members. My name is Nabila Kulsum Nurholis with NPM 2020 12500 906, and my friends Deis Farha Fauzia with NPM 2020 856, Dwika Patria with NPM 2020 12500 533, and the last one is Lucy Anggraini with NPM 2020 12500 755. And the topic of our discussion for today is between permissive, authoritative, and authoritarian parenting, which one is the best? And now let me tell you the definitions of our topic. The first one is parenting. What is parenting? Parenting is an activity that includes many specific behaviors that works individually and together to influence child outcomes. So that parenting styles are parents may differ in how they try to control or socialize their children and the extent to which they do so. It is assumed that the primary role of all parents is to influence, teach, and control their children. The next one is permissive parenting, or also known as indulgent parenting style. It is a parenting style that characterized by high responsiveness and low demandingness. Permissive indulgent parents are very responsive to the child's emotional needs, but they don't set limits or are very inconsistent in enforcing boundaries. The next one is authoritative parenting. It is high on warmth, moderate on discipline, high in communication, and moderate in motivations of maturity. This style is becoming more pervasive in the West. Authoritative parents are warm and nurturing, create a loving home environment, and provides a high degree of emotional support. And the last one is authoritarian parenting, or also termed as dictatorial or harsh, is low on warmth and nurturance, strict on discipline, high in parent-to-child communication, but low in child-to-parent communication, and high on expectations. The person who uses this style is also known as the because I told you so parent. This style has been predominant throughout Western history. And now let's ask my friends' opinions about these parenting styles and which one they might think is the best.
I believe that authoritative is the best parenting style. Based on the articles that I have read and analyzed the results of the ANOVA research. By the way, ANOVA stands for Analysis of Variance, which is a statistical analysis that examines the difference in group mean. Group here can mean group or type of treatment. And the advantage of ANOVA is that it can test the differences between more than two groups. Okay, I repeat. The results of the ANOVA research show that there is a significant effect of parenting on psychological health, self-concept, and quality of life from authoritative parenting. It means that children raised with authoritative parenting have a better influence than children raised with authoritarian and permissive parenting. So, in my opinion, because authoritative parenting has very good parenting characteristics such as high responsiveness, high in communication, sets clear rules and expectation for their kids while practicing flexibility and understanding. Allows natural consequences to occur, but uses those opportunities to help their kids reflect and learn. I think it will help improve a better relationship between parents and children. And then, if the characteristic of parenting continue to be applied properly, it will definitely be good for mental health, child's mind, even their behavior. They will feel more listened to and more easily express love. Children will feel safe. How about you guys?
I think a permissive upbringing is better than an authoritarian and authoritative parenting style. On a strictly permissive parenting style decided in the research of the University of California at Berkeley psychologist Diana Baumright. In her work in the 1960s, permissive parents, they provide for their child, but the mind is very small. Permissive parenting can also make parents and children interact as friends. Dr. Lila R. McGavie, a pediatrics, adolescents, and adult psychiatrist, as well as the area medical director for community psychiatry of the Path Care Center, explained that a full-time parenting can direct parental and child relationship to look more like per interaction. But this does not mean the permissiveness result in the wrong place. Permissive parents tend to justify their children's feelings and are more likely to listen to their children and actively feel their needs. They are qualities that every parent should strive for, and they provide a solid basis for permissive parents who want to add structure to their relationship with their children. According to the article I read about for parenting methods that are permissive or children have freeness of speech. So in this case, with this permissive nurturing style, not only will parents turn away the wrong place on children, but they will once again give children full opinions, not authoritarians. And parents not only play the part of the parent but also the role of the parents. The advantage that permissive upbringing has very high chance with child will be. What do you think, Nabila?
I see your point. Indeed, permissive parents are generally very loving and care about the children's feelings, but only that is not enough. I think between these kinds of parenting styles, I agree with authoritative parenting more. Because, in my opinion, permissive parents typically follow what their children want without seeing the consequences they will have to deal with in the future. In this case, children will find it hard to take no's and to differ how to treat their friends of the same age and how to treat the teacher or the older people. So, as parents, they need to introduce and teach their children to have boundaries and how to respect people, especially the elders. And according to CNBC.com, instead of always coming to their kids' rescue or always come and involve in their children's activities, for example, when they find difficulties, instead of letting them to solve the problems on their own, which is more typical among permissive parents, authoritative parents allow their kids to make mistakes. This offers kids the opportunity to learn while also letting them know that their parents will be there to support them.
In my opinion, the definition of authoritarian parenting is very strict parenting. It places high expectation on children with little responsiveness. As an authoritarian parents, you focus more on obedience, discipline, control, rather than nurturing your child. In my opinion, the essence of this authoritarian parenting article is parenting that will limit the child's space and even include physical punishment. This causes the child to become aggressive and focused on the anger they feel toward their parents. The impact of authoritarian parenting on the children development, which can make children emotion explode interpersonal relationship with other people are not good and tend to be authoritarian later in life.
Yes, Dwika. After I read the articles about the work of Diana Baumright, a development psychologist, and Stanford researchers, Eliana Maccabi and John Martin, authoritarian parents demand a great deal of their children, but they do not take their child needs into account and often get the threat of punishment. According, go, according to the article that I read, authoritarian parents have a rigid parenting style with strict discipline. Authoritarian parents often talk to their children without asking for input or feedback. This can harden the child hurt. One-sided communication is not like a permissive parents how let their children have their own will and opinions.
Because of the amount of negative but based on the Harsby and Brennan article. The reason I caused the article on authoritarian parenting is to know the negative impact to children mentality and know the development of children in the future.
Okay, well, every parenting has a negative and positive impact, but here we conclude that authoritative is still much better than authoritarian and permissive parenting. Because the characteristics of both parenting show some things that are not good to do and that will have a bad impact on children. I mean, the ideal parenting is so far found to be authoritative. This kind of parenting creates a healthy, warm, and loving environment without endangering any potential traits of our kids because we still have high standards going for them. Aside from that, we also create an environment which permits our kids to talk about their ideals and discovered principles. This kind of parenting will produce kids that are self sufficient, good quality of life, self confident, happy with whom they are, and can reach out to others.
Okay, it has been mentioned very clearly that authoritative is the most effective parenting style. And that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you enjoy and thank you for your attention and your time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye.